Fire Emblem. Engage.
What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome to my new Let's Play in Fire Emblem Engage. I am really excited about this. My first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Fates, and it was my favorite game for a long while. And I really wanted to play a Fire Emblem game on the channel, but Fire Emblem games can go on for a very long time, and basically ever if you want them to. So I decided to play Fire Emblem Engage because it is a relatively short Fire Emblem game. Even saying that, there's still like 30 chapters in this game. But I will be going over the entire main story of the game, as well as you can see on screen, I have all of the DLC for this game, so I'll also be going over all of that in this Let's Play. The last thing I want to go over before actually getting started with this is that Fire Emblem is very cutscene heavy. Like, all of the Fire Emblem games are very cutscene heavy, and this game in particular is very dialogue heavy. So I will be handling it basically the same way I did my Super Smash Bros. Brawl Let's Play, where I will remove my Vtuber model, and I will be staying quiet for the most part during the cutscenes and the dialogue-heavy scenes, because I want to show off the amazing voice acting that's in this game. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start a new game. And I am going to choose the male character. And the official name of these characters is Alir. But I am obviously not going to go with Alir. I am going to be Phoenix, to go along with every other character I've played on this channel, besides Olimar, weirdly enough. Olimar is the only character that hasn't been Phoenix. But yes, my name is Phoenix. Alright, the birthday, I don't believe actually affects anything in this game. It's very important for other Fire Emblem games, but for this game in particular, I don't think it actually affects anything, so I'm just actually going to put my actual birthday. That's not my actual birthday. That is. Select difficulty. There are 3 difficulties: normal, hard, or maddening, and because I don't want this Let's Play to go on for a year, I am going to pick normal. And there are 2 modes. Casual, where your fallen units return in the next battle, which just means if any of your characters are defeated, they return to you at the beginning of the next combat. And then classic, which is how all the original Fire Emblem games were, where if a unit is defeated during battle, it is lost forever. In this game, there is a way to get them back during battle, but if you finish a battle with units defeated, they are lost forever. So I am going to pick classic to add a little bit of difficulty to this, and I do not have Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, so unconnected. And let's start the game.
Almost time.
We can handle this.
Keep them back!
We won't lose! Not today!
Keep going! You can do this!
Our final battle lies ahead. Now, it's time to engage. Let's go. One last battle and the war will be over. The others fought hard to clear a path for us. We can't let them down.
You're here, at your end. This place will be your tomb.
Alright, getting into our first combat. To explain those bottom text boxes during combat, most of them I will be skipping because most of them don't have very important information. Most of them are just like, fight the enemy, get him! So I'll be skipping most of those. So our victory circumstance is routing the enemy, and our defeat circumstance is if I am defeated. So let's go ahead and get started.
Move in.
Okay, so Fire Emblem has a lot of mechanics, and in this game in particular, they are shown through these like text boxes that are several pages long. So to save this Let's Play from becoming Let's Read with Phoenix, I'm going to just skip all of these and explain the mechanics as they come up, because I think that will make a better flow to the videos and make them, like I said, we're not just sitting here reading for an hour. So we're just going to skip this.
All right.
And that one is basically telling us how to move. Your movement is based on your character's move stat, which you can actually see in the bottom left next to my level. And our character has a movement of 4, which means it can move, the unit can move 4 spaces in the 4 cardinal directions, and then 1 less in every other direction. So we're just going to move here, and once you hit A on the spot you want to move to, you are given several options of what you want to do. So we are just going to wait.
You have no...
And this is telling us that after all of your units have done their action during a turn,
He's within.
or if you decide to skip the rest of your turn, it switches to the enemy's turn, and then to ally's turn, and then to your turn again. And now we are getting into attacking, so we are just going to get close to the enemy and choose our attack icon.
To die here was ever your destiny. The rings are mine.
Alright, and he does a lot more damage than we do, it looks like. And something else to go over for when you're in combat. If you hold the A button, it actually speeds up the animations for what you're doing.
I'll never
And the
yield.
game is teaching us how to engage. I'm going to go over this at a later time because it makes more sense to go over it at a later time. But this engage in particular has a very fancy animation, so I will be taking my Vtuber bottle off for this.
The time has come. Now, as one. Emblem, engage! We are now together.
Alright, I promise that I will not be stopping my commentary every time I engage with an emblem, because not all of them are a 30-second animation. That text box was just telling us how to use emblem moves, which again I will go over later because it makes more sense to go over later. But you will see what this looks like.
Fool, you have nothing to... You are
You're actually
weakness.
forced to use the emblem attack right here because it's the only way to defeat that enemy. These first few battles are very scripted, so it is very You have to do things in a very specific order in these first few battles. But with that, we are the MVP with question mark, question mark, question mark, as you can see behind my head.
Thanks to you, this world is saved, and my work here is complete. Know that I will always be with you, and that we will stand together again, as we did this day. If ever we cross paths again, I hope you will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side, the 12 emblems.
Where am I?
Huh?
Whoa, tell me you're seeing this.
Hello there. And you are?
You're awake!
Huh?
You're really awake, yeah?
You're the Divine Dragon!
No way!
No way! The Divine Dragon is finally awake!
Hey, hold on.
Calm down, you two. What's all of this ruckus about? Divine Dragon. It's a miracle. An utter miracle. The Divine One awake at long last. That I might live to see you standing before me. What an honor.
Not to be rude, but who are you?
Ah, apologies. I lost myself for a moment there. My name is Vander. I am the 32nd Steward of the Dragon.
Hello, Sir Vander?
Oh, my Divine One! There is no need to address me as such. Simply Vander will do.
See? I told you the Divine Dragon was awake!
Yeah, we were telling the truth.
You two. I don't believe I got your names.
Oh, sorry. We were so excited we forgot to introduce ourselves. We're the 33rd Stewards of the Dragon. My name's Clan. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Fram. We're twins. We've been waiting forever for you to wake up.
As Stewards of the Dragon, our mission is to protect and provide for you. Generation after generation of our predecessors waited for you to rise from your slumber. I'll admit, I am astonished to see it has finally happened. You see, 1,000 years have passed since the first steward took their post.
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep?
Indeed. Your mother, Lumera, the Divine Dragon Monarch, has long awaited this day. Finally, you, a Divine Dragon yourself, have awakened. This surely signifies great things.
Slow down. This monarch you mentioned, she's my mother?
And I'm a Divine Dragon, you called it?
Oh, dear. Is your memory hazy, Divine One?
I know my name, but that's about it.
You can't remember anything else?
Maybe you're just feeling groggy because of all that sleep.
But I don't even know who I am.
Fret not. Such lapses in memory are to be expected after sleeping for so long. If I may, you are a Divine Dragon, a member of a royal family of dragons revered as deities. Queen Lumera, the Divine Dragon Monarch, rules over the holy land of Lethos. In the war 1,000 years ago, she defeated and imprisoned the wicked Fell Dragon. You, Divine One, are her only child.
The war. The Fell Dragon. I feel like I can almost remember, but...
Please, do not trouble yourself trying to bring it all back at once. Your memories will return in time. You are a being of immense power. A deity, no less. I have heard many a tale of your kindness, nobility, and bravery. Your unflinching heroism.
That's a lot to live up to.
For now, let us head to Lethos Castle. Queen Lumera will be thrilled to see you. Perhaps the reunion will help stir your memories.
I hope so.
Okay then. Onward and downward.
To Lithos Castle!
All this time, I've been sleeping in the sky?
You have, yes. The place where you slumbered is known as the Somniel, a fortress built upon an airborne island to ensure your safety. It is perhaps the most secure place in all of Helios. Only a select few can set foot there.
I see. And you three live there with me.
Yep. As stewards, we spend our time caring for you. And managing things around the Somniel. It's a sacred place, so we work as hard as we can to keep it shipshape.
Royal family members visit us all the time. Well, visit you, really. The Prince and Princess of Firene, a deeply religious country, visit especially often.
They pray next to you, like this. Then they just talk for a while, like they're chatting to a friend.
I see. Thanks for filling me in, Fram. You too, Clan.
Ah! The Divine One said our names! And thanked us!
I think I'm going to faint! Unless I already did. Am I dreaming?
Need I remind you that you are in the presence of the Divine Dragon? How many times must I tell you to behave in a manner befitting your station? Divine One, please, forgive this embarrassing breach of decorum.
Breach of decorum? I'm actually enjoying their enthusiasm.
You're just as kind-hearted as I always imagined.
Oh, look! There it is!
Lithos Castle. The Divine Dragon Monarch is there, you said?
Yes. I suppose 1,000 years have passed since you've been home.
Don't worry. We'll be right there with you.
You can hold my hand if you like.
Thank you. How long have I been wearing this ring? Since before I fell asleep? That blue stone. It reminds me of something. Huh?
What are those horrible things?
Vander, are creatures like that common around here?
They're not. I've never seen them. Nor have I heard of such monsters appearing in Lithos before. This is a land of peace.
Understood. Well,
shall we fight them? As you wish, Divine One. You whose bravery knows no equal.
No, let's run.
Huh?
We haven't the slightest idea who they are, and we don't know how they came to be here. Also, they worry me for some reason. So, we run.
Well, did the Divine Dragon really command me to retreat?
Okay, get to safety.
We'll keep them distracted for you.
What the? Come back! Come back this instant!
Oh no!
This isn't looking good.
Clan! Fram!
Hold on! We shall come to you!
Vander!
Divine One, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Clan and Fram were trying to protect me. I have to help them. I take back what I said. This is no time to run. Please, let me fight.
All right, but stay on your guard.
I will.
All right, getting into our second battle, our first real battle, because the first one was a tutorial, basically. I just like how our main character, the Divine Dragon, has been asleep for 1,000 years, and the first thing that happens is he gets attacked, and his sword is like, "We're fighting, right? This is the time to fight." It's just really funny to me.
What are...
And the game is teaching us how to use the terrain right now. The only terrain we have right now are these bushes, which if you look up into the top left-hand corner, you will see that it gives us an extra 30 to our avoid stat, which is just a stat which allows us to avoid attacks more often. It's good to keep in mind that that also affects the enemy. So if the enemy are in bushes like this one is, he also gets the extra 30 to the avoid. And this is going over unit types, which I am deciding to go over later. So we are just going to try to hit this guy with the axe and miss terribly. I was really hoping to be able to hit that guy, because if you can, it ends this in, I think, 2 turns. Also, it's really weird. I understand, like, the mechanically why they make it so that Clam and Fram can't attack, but they're some of the best units in this game, and it just seems so,
Fram, are you all
like,
right?
weird that they can't, knowing that they can later. Like, I know in the cutscene they drop their staff and their book,
These enemies
but, like,
are formidable
realistically,
indeed. Divine One.
I literally haven't been hit, Vander. You've been hit more than me. Vander was trying to tell us about how to use healing items, which is just go into your items when you stop during your turn. Like, if I stop here, you go to items and use what is it called? A Vulnerary, and it heals you 15 HP, I believe. But we are just going to take out this guy. We don't actually know what these are yet, now that I'm looking at it, because their names are coming up as, well, as soon as I say it.
Rotten monster.
These things are called corrupted, as you could see from that banner at the top of the screen once I defeated one, which is very funny that it came up as soon as I said something, but... Let's see if I am able to take this guy out. Because normally you would at least have hit this guy once. But I believe he's going to knock himself out either the next turn or the turn after. But we're just going to wait here. Oh, good. This is not ending well.
More enemies.
They just keep coming. You're all trying to protect me. I should be protecting you. If only I could. Somehow. Huh?
You must remember.
Who said that? The ring.
Know that my strength can be yours.
I know that voice.
If ever we cross paths again, I hope you will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side.
The 12 emblems.
Divine One? Divine One! You mustn't do this alone!
Don't worry! Please! I'm not alone! Help me. Lend me your strength in this fight. Shine on! Emblem of Beginnings!
I am known as Marth. Emblem Marth, to be clear.
That was amazing!
We did it! Thanks for your help, Marth. Truly.
Of course. It is good to see you. I was able to answer your call because you remembered me.
To my eyes, the deceive me? Or is that an emblem of legend?
Fram! Get to safety, now!
Right!
With your help, Marth, we might just make it. Will you join us?
Of course. I will fight alongside you from here forward. Your ally until the very end.
Alright, Marth is by our side once more. He is the same emblem we had in the prologue, but I believe now is the perfect time to go over how to engage with an emblem. So, engaging with an emblem does several things, but to engage with an emblem, you have to move to a spot and then hit the engage icon. And then, of course, you can only engage with the ring that is equipped to you at the time. So, we are engaging with Marth. And that gives us several boosts. As you can see in the bottom, all the blue numbers in my stats are boosts to my stats that Marth has given me, as well as him giving the Lodestar Rush ability, which is a engage attack. Each engage, or each emblem, has a different engage attack, and Marth is Lodestar Rush, which is, I believe, a 9-hit combo, which is insane for this early in the game, and can basically take out any enemy. Also, as you can see here, all the emblems have different emblem weapons that they give you as well. So the beginning one for Marth is the Rapier that we are going to use on this Corrupted. Also, these attacks look ridiculous when sped up, and it's just very funny seeing them sped up. But I think we are just going to put Vander in this bush to give him a little bit more of avoidance. I really wish they would just call it evasion, because that's what it is. That's basically all that stat increases is evasion. I'll go over Marth more in depth in a little while, but as you can see, I just did 3 attacks against that guy that attacked me. So, yeah, it's, Marth this early in the game is fairly broken. But we're just gonna take out this last Corrupted real quick. Oh, and progress to level 2. Our stats increased, and that is the battle. Oh, and our bond increased as well. Emblems have bond increases, which basically is a metric of how close they are with the user that is using them. And every bond level that they go up unlocks something new for the unit that is using them. And it's very important to do because it makes them very powerful. And for level 2, we get Sword Agility 1, which grants us a Void plus 10 at the cost of critical 10, while using a sword. And this is just going over exactly what I just said. And once again, MVP is Phoenix and Marth.
Divine One, Vander, thanks for saving us.
Yeah, and, sorry. This all happened because we ran ahead.
I'm the one who should apologize. You put yourselves in danger trying to protect me. It's such a relief you're both safe now.
Divine One, I hear more enemies approaching.
More? I thought we'd gotten them all.
Evidently not. These creatures, will there be no end to them?
There's more? And they've got a dragon?
At last, you are awake. Is it really you?
Yes, it's me. Thank you for saving us.
What a joy it is to see you.
Huh?
I've waited for so long.
Oh.
When I sensed you had awoken, I flew here as fast as my wings would carry me. I hope you're not hurt.
I'm fine.
What a relief. You cannot understand how I've missed you, my dear child.
Oh, you're my mother.
What's the matter? Don't tell me.
Since awakening, the Divine One's memory is clouded.
I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you weren't expecting this.
No, I must apologize. I was so overcome with joy. I hugged you as hard as I could. I take this to mean you've forgotten everything. I suppose it's to be expected. 1,000 years is a very long time.
Vander explained that I've been sleeping since some war that happened back then?
Yes. You suffered a terrible wound. And because of that...
A wound? I don't remember that. Or this world, or anything.
Don't fret, young one. I will speak to you of all you've forgotten, regardless of what you remember. I'm simply glad to have you back, my dear child.
Still, this isn't the reunion you hoped for.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's solace enough just to hear that sweet voice of yours, and to gaze once more into your eyes. What lovely colors they are.
Alright, and there is 2 more things I want to go over, specifically in this, sandboxy area. The first is what the sandboxy area even is. After each battle, or each chapter, if you want to call them that, you're allowed to run around the battlefield you just fought in, and if you can see the map behind my head, there's this glowing spot right over here, which is the sparkling things on the ground, and if you go up to them and examine them, you can pick up items in the field. Sometimes it's iron, sometimes it's fruits and stuff, like the nuts I just picked up, and sometimes it's just mystery stuff. But the other thing I want to go over is actually Marth, mostly because the emblems are a bit confusing, and it's kind of hard to know who to equip them to, and who to best use them on. So I want to go over them, at least their level 1 skills, in more detail, and give my recommendations for each of the emblems. Because during my first playthrough, I basically just gave them to whoever was holding them when I first found them, and that is a thing you could do, but probably not the best way to go about it. So, Emblem Marth is very obviously designed to work with the main character, or your character to be more exact, but is a pretty good all-around character, all things considered. He works a lot better with sword characters, but can work pretty well with anyone. I would recommend not putting him on mages, though. Anyone who uses magic as their primary source of attacking, I would recommend steering clear of, because Marth increases strength, dexterity, and speed, so magic users don't get a real buff in their attacking stat due to that. But he does do something really nice to basically every single unit you could put him on, which is makes them attack more than once a turn. Basically, speed, if you have high speed, you are able to attack opponents twice during each combat, which is really nice to speed up how fast combats can be, and to speed up how much damage you can do a turn. And that's on top of his special skill, Divine Speed, which just lets you do a second attack for free when you're engaged to him, which is phenomenal, by the way. It's just super nice to be able to do, and is why I was able to do 3 attacks per turn during that last chapter. But with Marth gone over, I think we are going to call this an episode. So I hope everyone enjoyed watching this first episode. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we go with Lumera here back to Lumiose Castle, which is in the background right here. But until then, happy adventuring.